There will never be peace if Biafran and Oduduwa Republic are created, Salisu Livestock Breeder Association of Nigeria spokesperson reveals danger in rebelling foreigners, herdsmen, kidnappers, banditry. Hussaini Salisu is a Fulani rice farmer as well as a herder. He holds the traditional title of Dalatu Ladoga in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. Salisu is currently the Public Relations Officer (PRO) Livestock Breeder Association of Nigeria (LIBAN) Kaduna State Chapter. In this interview with Sunday Sun, he said that Nigeria politicians should stop saying that foreign Fulani are behind kidnapping and banditry in the country, warning that such remarks may provoke Fulani in neighboring countries to launch attack on Nigeria.
Really, these people are something else. So is it not Buhari that told us that it is not Nigeria Fulanis that are causing this, that they are foreigners?
Salisu also spoke on other national issues, except by the way of introduction, are you a herdsman? I am the Dalatu of Ladoga in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. I am a rice farmer. My parents live in the bush. We farm and rear cattle. We have farmers and cattle rearers whose occupations are being threatened by insecurity, particularly kidnapping and banditry, and the only way out of this insecurity is for the government to be realistic and non-partial in ensuring that peace is restored. Fulani people should have been threatened by insecurity and their cows rustled over the years. Now the government is trying to protect the farmers so that they can work on their farms without fear of being kidnapped. But nobody is talking about protecting the Fulani herdsmen who are rearing cows. They need to be protected too. We Fulanis have been cheated. Me myself in particular. All my cows have been rustled and I cannot also go to the farm, and somebody will say there will be peace. I know many people will say Fulani are the bandits, kidnappers. This is how they have been frustrated. If you continue to talk about Fulani this way, they will not have peace. If they don't have peace, you cannot have peace yourself. Food scarcity will continue because the government says it will not import food, and now insecurity does not allow farmers to go to the farms to work, and the little farm products are being bought off by urban traders who travels to villages in search of food. So urban dwellers rely on rural communities for food. The rural farmers and herders were living peacefully before now until city dwellers brought calamity to them by the way of divide and rule in order to buy off their goods at cheaper rates. My parents were the pioneer owners of grazing reserve in Kachia, Kaduna State. My parents sponsored me to school from proceeds realized from the proceeds realized from the sales of their cattle. Up till today, my parents are in the bush rearing their cattle, but their 5,000 cattle have been reduced to 1,000 now as a result of rustling by criminal elements. What used to cause farmers-herders clash was due to laying of claims to the ownership of land, because after the herders have penetrated thick forests and cleared the ways, the farmers would turn around to come to areas, so it resulted to clashes between them. But nowadays there is no farmers herders clash. What we have now is communal clashes going on everywhere. Unfortunately, Fulani are the most hated people in Nigeria, despite their desire to live in peace with everybody. You cannot hate Fulani because we are hardworking people. We provide milk for the country, we provide meat for the country, and even the shoes you are wearing are made of cow skins, yet we are being frustrated. Those causing kidnapping and banditry are not foreign Fulanis. If you say they are foreign Fulanis, you are implicating Nigeria, because Niger Republic or Burkina Faso are also are other neighboring countries will say you are accusing them unnecessarily. They will hate Nigeria and you are implicating the country. The Fulani in Nigeria are the most populous in northern Nigeria. So if you say they are foreigner Fulani in Nigeria, how do you confirm they are foreigners? It is very easy and simple to identify a Fulani man, but to us, any Fulani man you see with cattle, he is of benefit to Nigeria. He is not a foreigner. If we continue to call them foreigners, we are telling the rest of the world that they are criminals. If we are implicating Nigeria, this is very unfortunate. Well, if you insist that they are foreigners, you have to identify them after all. Yoruba, Igbo and Hausa are foreigners. Everybody comes from somewhere. The world started from somewhere. But if you keep on saying they are foreigners, you are encouraging them to come to Nigeria to join in the fight. When you keep on blackmailing them as foreigners, they will come to Nigeria to help Fulani to fight. Those who are into kidnapping are angry and they want to brutalize you because you have taken their product. They have nothing to wear, they have been frustrated and they are taken to prisons because people believe that they are the bandits. Kidnapping and banditry are being tended towards the Fulani man. I I can be I can be innocently picked as a bandit and be sent to prison because I am a Fulani. What, whatever is bad, you label it against Fulani man. Fulani people have never committed crime, but you are now forcing them to commit crimes because their means of livelihood have been stolen. Their cows are being roasted, their houses burnt, and our people are being killed. Nobody supported nomadic education to stand the test of time since it was established 35 years ago. Government and the general public did not support nomadic education. It is still at the primary level. It is not supposed to be at the infants level after 35 years its foundation. It should be well founded for the betterment of the society. If you are educated, you cannot be engaging in criminal activities. The Fulani participated in the nomadic education, but the government did not motivate the school. Most of the classes were under the trees. How can you study under the trees if in this modern age of Nigerian history, they are supposed to build functional schools for them? Is government ready to dialogue with anybody? The government is fighting those who are aggrieved. The government should bring them closer and negotiate with them. Look at what Sheikh Gumi did. He went to bandit he went to bandit enclave, and even while all of them were holding guns trying to negotiate with them, this means that they cannot be negotiated with. You cannot go closer to any other tribe with gun, but you can go closer to a Fulani man with a gun and tell him to drop the gun and he will drop it. Yet nobody did that with them. You want to have peace with these people and yet you refuse to support Sheikh Gumi, who told Nigerians that those bandits are ready to make peace, but nobody supported Gumi. How can peace reign when you don't support somebody who is making the move? Ask yourself, you are a journalist. Have you heard where the government is negotiating with them? There is nowhere that negotiation is going on. We have many political association, among the Fulani. Nobody is negotiating with them. People who are making rooms for negotiation are being criticized. They are being called criminals too. Federal government has recently resolved the open grazing routes across the country. What is your reaction to this? That is what President Muhammadu Buhari said, not the government. And what did the southern governors say? They said no to open grazing. Every other Nigerian said no and they want to have peace. You cannot have peace when you don't want me to survive. The government should be allowed to create grazing reserves, but animals need to move about because they are not like pigs or goats that you can tie them in one place. You cannot keep 1,000 cows in one place. They cannot survive without moving about. The government is not helping the Fulani if it keeps the cows in one place. Like seriously? I really can't believe this. You those Fulanis, who are they exactly? What kind of human beings are they made of? So you are talking about modern time. So you all know this is modern time, and yet you want to patrol your cows all over the whole country without being stopped. And you know about us being in the modern time, right? I just can't believe this.
Honestly, they are terrible people. Very, very terrible people. You can imagine the audacity at which the man was speaking, that you don't want me to survive and you want to have peace. So how does he take care of his own cows? Do they go about disturbing other people? Or how is it being done in the modern way that he was even talking about? So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this, because this is really terrible.